What's good, everyone? This is Artist of Truth coming to you with another vlog entry. So, the verdict had been handed down. So, the murder of Breonna Taylor basically is done with. Two of the officers not charged. One officer is basically looking at anywhere between 2 to 5 years. Not murder, even though uh, the officer Cosgrove, even though his bullet struck Breonna Taylor and was the fatal shot. I can't understand how we're just ignoring that a bullet from an officer's firearm is just being ignored. It's like, oh, it was just reckless endangerment. This whole Wong Tong uh endangerment bullshit. I'm just like, it's like, I'm just not, I'm not buying into this shit anymore, man. I feel personally that any black officer that is out there in Louisville, Kentucky, that's, if you're clocking in and you are going to work after hearing that verdict, you are a pathetic, sorry excuse for a human being. Like, seriously. I don't know why you're going to work. Because, I mean, me personally, if I was an officer, I would immediately, for the public, I would immediately go into the precinct, go before my superior, and toss my uniform on the table, toss my handcuffs, toss my service pistol. I would toss all that on the desk and was like, you know what? No. It's not worth it. That shit was fucked up. And you know these officers were dead ass wrong. You know it. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Motherfuckers just start pulling. It just seems like motherfuckers just start pulling out irrelevant shit just to stick to a case and say, well, it was reckless endangerment. I was like, they knew what they were doing. They already knew who they were actually after was already in police custody. They knew they didn't have a legitimate warrant. It wasn't no knock. I'm still waiting. I'm like, where's the video camera? Where's the body cam? Oh, they wasn't? Oh, they turned it. Oh, okay. See, any officer that has to turn his or her body cam off, 9 times out of 10, they're doing some shit they ain't got no business doing. And furthermore, I feel like, shoot, that law should be implemented. That if an officer turns off his or her body cam, that automatically should equate to 15 years in prison. Off the muscle. Because my thing is, why do you have to turn it off? Like, why? And 9 times out of 10, if they're turning it off, it's because they're doing something they have no business doing. You know what I'm saying? They are doing something they have no goddamn business doing. I'm just going to be honest. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you don't have no reason to turn the body cam on or off. I'm like, shit, it's already on. Leave it there. Why the fuck you gotta fuck with it? But it just goes to show you that you have a lot of corrupted officials they're not doing the right thing. And this system is covering them. And people are tired. I heard 2 officers were shot. Hey, what the fuck you expect? Heard about some officers that got ambushed. What the fuck you expect? And it's going to be more. You know, that's just what it is. It's going to be a whole lot more. So if you think for 1 minute that it's not, yeah, it is. I don't, I don't want to hear shit about, I don't want to hear nothing from Biden. I don't want to hear nothing from Kamala. I don't want to hear nothing from them. I don't. Because this doesn't have anything to do with them, even though I feel personally it's politically motivated. You have a lot of folks who have their heads up Caucasians' asses, and they are afraid of doing the right thing. You know, they are. Like, seriously, they are. And, it's okay. If you're scared, then cool, you be scared. But, if you are an officer and you're still going to work, even after you've heard that fucking verdict, you still going to work, my nigga? Now you got 2 targets on your back. I'm like, cause the racist individuals, they still there. They just waiting for an opportunity to where they can plug you into some shit and say, well, he did it. They're just waiting to throw you under the bus. So you got 1 target already on your back. You got another target on your back because shit, you wearing that blue uniform. It was like, so at that point, most black folks, they don't give a fuck about that shit now. They don't. They looking like you one of them. So when they start making phone calls and start saying, we got this going on, we got that going on, and then all of a sudden you start seeing these officers pull up, and then someone comes out and just start doop, 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 doop. It's like what you expect. Set them up, wet them up, keep that shit pushing. Investigators come around and they want to start asking questions. It was like, shit, folks just start saying, I don't talk to police. I don't talk to the police. And you can't force me to talk. What, you gonna incarcerate me? What you gonna incarcerate me for? Have I committed a crime? No, I haven't committed a crime. Fuck up out of my face. But you live here. You didn't see what's going on? No, I ain't see shit. Only thing I'm seeing is your ass in my face. Leave me alone. You're harassing me. Fuck out of here. And then you got fools like, Daniel Cameron, just some straight sellout motherfuckers. Just some straight sellout motherfuckers. Woo! But, it makes a lot of sense, though. It makes a lot of sense, and the reason why I say it is because, for one, it's a political ploy. All of a sudden, after, everyone has been encouraged to go out and vote and all this other bullshit, it's like, this happens. I don't hear shit Biden has to say or Kamala because they're just talk. They're just talk. They're not about their business. Cube even said it himself. It's like, shit, we need to start getting these motherfuckers under contract. And I said it before. I was like, shit, you want our vote, you want our support, we got to be able to put you in contract so we can hold you accountable to this shit. And if we can't, then, well, shit, we ain't rocking with you. Period. But this was a form of injustice that has happened. Now this is one time I feel cops need to be, this is one time I feel like if you are any sort of real officer and you take pride in doing your job, this, black man, black woman, if you're clocking in, you should feel some kind of way right now. You should. Because that can easily be someone in your family. And then you don't receive the justice that you're supposed to, that you should get. And then you turn around, you go walking your goofy ass back up in there. The motherfuckers looking at you and laughing. It's like, yeah, they coming in here to work, stupid ass. It's like, you don't have no fucking backbone. And this is why these motherfuckers do this shit. But then you come across asinine imbeciles like, Daniel Cameron. And, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to notice something. I recall Candace Owens making a statement about urban communities need more policing, in which I totally disagree. Candace Owens, she doesn't know the interaction and the anxiety that follows behind interacting with antagonist types of officers. She doesn't know anything about that. My nigga has never experienced that shit. She has experienced some form of racism. That is why her and her father sued a school. But, police brutality, she doesn't believe police brutality exists. Furthermore, I was like, you know why? Let me show you why. I'm going to show you exactly why she feels that, there needs to be more policing in urban areas. It was like, shoot, what? So we can have multiple targets on our back, Candace? Yeah. You see this? You see this shit? George Farmer. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, it's like, So I wonder how quiet she plans on being. And it's like, to me, I can't respect an individual like that. I was like, the fuck you talking about? You know how to articulate yourself, but you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it feels like to be antagonized. And this is why Candace says a lot of shit that she says that, for the most part, I feel like you don't know what you're talking about. You can't talk about something that you've never even fucking experienced. Let's just be honest here. You just in politics. Allowing yourself to be used as a token nigga. But, hey, that's on Candace. That's the life she chooses. It was like, when reality sets in and shit starts flopping up in her face, it's like, no, you keep that same energy, but you keep that bullshit over there. We don't want to fuck with you. Cameron Daniel. Same. So, we're talking about individuals who feel like we need more policing. No, we don't need more policing. If anything, we should be policing our own communities. And we should be working together on shifts. It's like, we got to protect our own neighborhood. We have to protect our own communities. So we won't need these types of officers to come in. And like, shit, they come in, we already there. We just like, nah, everything's good. Well, someone called, it was like, yeah, we were first on the scene. We got it. But we need to take reports. No, you don't need any reports. We have the reports. Well, we need to file them. No, we good. We good. Whoever called you, that was a waste of time. You can go ahead and go. Because no one here is going to talk to you, regardless of what the fuck you're saying. No one here is obligated to provide you with any forms of ID, because if a crime has not been committed and there's not a damaged party, you don't have to present that to no fucking officer at all. At all. at all. You think I'm lying? Look that shit up for yourself. You don't have to provide no type of documentation to an officer unless there has been a crime. Period. That's it. And we need to familiarize ourselves more within law to cover ourselves. I'm all over the place right now and greatly disappointed. But I'm not surprised because this isn't the first time. This is not the first time. But moreover, my question is to black folks, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, I'm not saying you got to go out there and just start running officers down and ambushing them, because a lot of black folks are not ready for that life. They're not about that life. My heart goes out to her family. And hopefully there's some form of justice that can shit. Just don't know what to say now. But leave your thoughts, comments below. I'll talk with you later.